Hello, dear children of class 7, and welcome to another online class of general knowledge. I hope you are fit and fine in your homes, and as the lockdown in our country has entered its fourth phase, you are doing everything possible to keep yourself safe from the coronavirus pandemic. Now, dear children, I also hope that you have completed all the assignments given by me in the previous three lessons. Big children, remember, keep your notebooks updated because your notebooks will be corrected by me as soon as the schools open up. Now, my dear children, today we are going to start fourth lesson from your GK book, Earth Day. All right. Earth Day is an environmental festival, all right, which is celebrated annually every year on 22nd April. All right, dear children. So, as I said, it is an annual environmental festival celebrated on 22nd April. Dear children, this particular festival was aimed or was proposed by an environmentalist, or you can say peace activist, environmental and peace activist, Mr. John McConnell. All right. Started by John McConnell. All right, let me spell it out for you. John, John, MC, Mac, Connell, John McConnell. He was the first person who proposed an idea to celebrate an annual world festival to honor the earth and to promote peace. It also showed the world's united stand about protecting the environment. The first environmental movement began in 1970. First environmental movement. All right, dear children, and this environmental movement was marked by the celebration of Earth Day. Children, you know very well that today, if something is harming the earth, if something is making the earth slowly and steadily uninhabitable, it is our human activities, our greed, our selfishness, our short-sightedness towards the future has led to environmental degradation. And dear children, with the rising environmental degradation, as I said earlier, the earth is slowly and steadily becoming uninhabitable. Now, John McConnell wanted an annual festival which could show to the world that when it comes to protecting the environment, when it comes to promoting the peace, and when it came to honoring the earth, human beings shared a united front. So we can say the purpose of celebrating Earth Day, purpose was honoring the earth, honoring the earth. It was supposed to be our way, the human way of telling Mother Earth thank you that she has sustained us for so long. Second purpose was to promote peace. Promote peace. Dear children, nothing harms a place more than war or active violence. And with the rise in military technology and increase in nuclear arsenal among the countries, peace is the need of the hour. Today, if any two nuclear power countries go to war, they will definitely end up using nuclear weaponry, right? And whichever side may win the war, but both will be losers, because the earth's sustainability, the earth's ability to sustain life will be damaged. So this particular festival was supposed to promote peace. And third one, protect the environment. This particular festival, Earth Day, was supposed to remind human beings of a very simple thing, that if we remain careless, if we remain greedy, if we remain selfish, and if we don't take care of Mother Earth, very soon we will be the ones who will walk the way of dinosaurs. That is, we will become extinct. We will become extinct. So protecting the environment was supposed to be a global phenomenon. And to show that global phenomenon, to show the people that it is a global phenomenon, John McConnell proposed Earth Day. And the first Earth Day, like I told you before, was celebrated in 1970. Now, dear children, I would like to share a fun fact with you. Though today, every year, what you call Earth Day is celebrated on 22nd April. 22nd April, but the first Earth Day was not celebrated on 22nd April. In fact, it was celebrated on 21st March 1970. 21st March 1970. But after that, when the UN got involved, UN decided to shift the dates to 22nd April. And 22nd April after that, every year came to be known as Earth Day. In fact, my dear children, Earth Day has its own unofficial, I am repeating it, unofficial flag. This unofficial flag has a rectangular banner with Earth's photograph. This particular Earth photograph is known as the blue marble. The blue marble. Why it is called the blue marble? Because it was not taken on Earth. It was taken in space by the crew of Apollo 17. Apollo 17. All right. Children, Apollo 17 was a US space mission. All right. It was a series of rockets and satellites launched into space by United States. And the crew of Apollo 17, they took the photograph of Earth from space, and that particular photograph came to be known as the blue marble. And John McConnell decided to use that particular photograph as a banner for Earth Day, and it became an unofficial flag for celebrating the Earth Day. Dear children, remember, this festival is celebrated all over the world. Today, almost 193, I repeat it, 193 countries, all of which are the members of United Nations, celebrate Earth Day. Every year, on this particular day, big countries, that is member countries of United Nations, even third world countries, that is developing countries like our India, they meet, the leaders of these countries, they meet together, they sign charters, they sign agreements, and every agreement is aim towards only one thing: protecting the earth's environment from destruction. Today we have pollution, we have global warming, we have hole in ozone, we have what do you call melting polar ice caps, we have rising seawater levels. Everything is because of human interference with nature. In fact, with the news coming up, you must also have heard that even this coronavirus is actually not natural, it was man made, it was manufactured. And how it came to be manufactured? Because some humans, I like to put not some, in fact, humans in general decided that it's okay to meddle with Mother Nature. And look today what it has gotten us. It has locked us in our own home. We have to think twice before going out. So, protecting the environment is the need of the hour. And to affirm this need, to remind people every year that environment or Earth's environment is the prime thing that is required by us. For that, Earth's Day is celebrated every year on 22nd April. This was a short introduction to the Earth Day. Now I would like to go with the exercise of the book. Okay, dear children, here are some exercises that is in box. Pictures are given, and with pictures certain clues are given. Obviously I can't draw the pictures out there, but what we will do is we will write these clues. There are 4 of them, and accordingly we will write their answers. All right, so let's begin. Number 1, it helps in decreasing non-biodegradable pollutants. Before we answer this question, let's go through the clue. It helps in decreasing non-biodegradable pollutants. Non-biodegradable pollutants are those substances which cannot be decayed in nature. You throw them away, even after hundreds of thousands of years, you are going to find them intact. I know what you all are thinking about: plastic. So, what helps? Avoiding the use of plastic. Its answer is avoiding the use of plastic. It helps to decrease non-biodegradable pollutants in nature. Now let's look at second question. The more time you spend here, the more you want to save it. The more you want to save it. So let's go through the clue once more. It's more like a riddle. The more time you spend here, the more you want to save it. So your answer will be spending time in lap of nature. See, dear children, often when we go for picnicking, hiking, or any other tour, and if we visit a place which has a scenic natural beauty, automatically something in our heart tells us, what if we could stay there forever? But in order to enjoy this, right, we need to protect it, so that every year we get to visit that place, and after us our children also get to see it. Let's make sure that our coming generation does not pay the price of our greed. That's why protecting nature is paramount. All right, now let's move on with the third clue. This helps in making the earth green. This helps in making the earth green. Now, most of you children already know that our earth is known as the blue planet. It's because our earth is surrounded, the more than 3/4 of the earth is surrounded by water. But our earth can also be turned green. And how can it be turned green? Planting trees. Already there is a depletion of forest, indiscriminate cutting of trees, deforestation, forest fire, the latest example being the Australian bushfire, is leading to decrease in the global forest areas. Every tree that we plant adds to the greenery of Mother Nature. And we are a population of not just millions and billions, we are a global population of trillions of people. So imagine this, only in our country alone we are 135 crore people. So just give it a thought, if all of us divide to plant at least one tree, not much, one tree, we will be adding 135 crore trees to the earth. And to make people do this on a global scale, that's why this festival, Earth Day, was created. Now let's look at the last one, fourth clue. It helps in reusing old things. It helps in reusing old things. And your answer is giving old things to needy. Giving old things to needy. Now, my dear children, see, so there are things in your home which you don't use anymore: clothes, toys, books, notebooks, right? Which you don't use it because they are just old. They are not out of working condition, they are still in working condition, but simply because they have old or you have outgrown them, you don't use it anymore. So instead of throwing it away in garbage, won't it be sensible that you can give that thing to the needy? And because of this, the garbage or pollutants won't be added to the environment. Instead, people will use that, needy people will use that happily, and you will be blessed. Now, dear children, these were the 4 exercises from Earth Day. I will be giving you these exercises in the form of PDF. You will refer to this video and solve the exercises in your GK notebook. Remember, it must be done in your GK homework, GK notebook. That's your homework for this chapter. Thank you very much. Stay safe.